If you guys are wondering why I'm at this casino, I'll tell you in a second.
Looking past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. You were supposed to be the one to take every last pain away.
Alright, so we are on another stop on our way from Las Vegas to California. We've been in Las Vegas for a week, so we're going to kind of go to California for a couple days to go to Disneyland, and then back to Las Vegas for a couple days before we head home. But we find ourselves in Primm, Nevada at a casino called Whiskey Pete's. This casino has a Bonnie and Clyde collection. Inside this casino, the owner has the death card that Bonnie and Clyde was killed in. In 1934, Bonnie and Clyde stole a 1934 730 coupe sedan from a lady named Ruth. And they used the car for a couple months before the Texas Rangers ambushed them in this car. So I'm going to film this car. It's actually a pretty interesting story because after the Bonnie and Clyde incident, this Ruth, who owned the car, tried to get her car back, and the law enforcement at the time told her she had to pay $15,000 to get her $800 car back. So she got an attorney and sued them and won. So this is the actual car that Bonnie and Clyde died in. You can see on this side how there are bullet dents. There's a bullet hole right there, probably from a BAR, but there's a lot of bullet dents from the bullets coming from the other side and piercing into the metal. He also has a collection of Bonnie and Clyde memorabilia that I'm going to look at here. So this car, after it was returned to the owner, toured the country for a little bit before it changed hands a few times because people wanted a little piece of history.
Yeah.
You see all the bullet holes. That's where Clyde Barrow and Bonnie Parker were sitting when they were killed. The seats still have blood in them, and they're all torn up from the bullets. The coroner reported that Bonnie and Clyde each had roughly 50 holes apiece in them, including some to the head, face, and neck. So it was very hard to do autopsies and try to preserve their bodies because the embalming fluid kept leaking out. So, you know, a lot of them bullet holes might have been through and through shots, but certainly is an interesting car. And it's here on display for free in Whiskey Pete's in Primm, Nevada. They encased it in this glass because people over the years have been trying to take stuff off the car. And as you can see, people have been throwing stuff over.
May 23rd, 1934. I was 2 years old. Oh. This used to be where the gang was.
like they have another car here. Notorious Gangster Dutch Schultz 1931 Lincoln. Custom built bulletproof glass, inch thick doors. After Schultz's murder in 1935, the car was used by Al Capone's mob. So this is a Capone mob car. Later, the car was seized by the Chicago Police Department and sold at public auction. Wow. So this is an old gangster car that the Al Capone mob used for its bulletproof properties.
Public following of rival movie stars and sports heroes. They became idols of sorts to the common man because they represented the law of survival.
Looks like it has some bullet hole damage itself.
Clyde and Bonnie Parker had a career that lasted only a little more than 2 years. And yet history has judged them to be two of the most
There's
fascinating
a
heroes.
collection here of Bonnie and Clyde memorabilia.
Clyde Barrow
Some things that were found in the car.
March 24th, 1909.
Items that Bonnie and Clyde owned. There's some pictures from the day.
Not much more than sharecroppers, even in prosperous times.
And the 6 men that hunted them down and shot them.
They decided to move to Dallas in the early 20s to be with their older children who had already moved there.
Pictures here. Looks like a wanted poster.
Opening the Barrow gas station on Eagle Ford Road was a much-needed step up the financial ladder. But money problems now intensified by the Great Depression made just getting by difficult.
And this is the shirt that Clyde Barrow was wearing when he was killed. Just riddled with bullet holes. You see bullet holes here. Here. Just bullets that went all the way through his body. So he was sitting in the driver's seat, so all these holes on this side of his body and the back went all the way through his body. Pretty neat. Alright guys, so if you get a chance to come to Primm, Nevada, take advantage of it like I did. It's pretty neat. And we'll see you next time. They even have a paper here from the day that they died, letting people know what had taken place. And then a short story from people who have owned the car and how they toured the country with it, showing all the license plates they had in the trunk.
They saw it.
The car when it was first taken, where it was on display,
Right?
and of course their dead bodies. But we'll keep this PG.